Welcome to the podcast. This is Mr. Ish. We're here with the kids that never want to do nothing right. No, that's not true. We're here at Kips Boys and Girls Club, Coudert Clubhouse. It's a nice winter day. Stop touching the microphones, guys. We're going to jump right into this. Everybody here is a veteran, so introduce yourselves. I don't want to hear no AKAs, because you don't deserve anything.
Damn.
So let's start off with you, sir.
My name is Derek, and I'm about to turn 11 on March 24th.
Okay, that's too far away. I don't want to know that.
Bruh.
My name is Dylan, and I'm 10 years old.
You're
Okay.
from Alabama.
Alabama.
What about you?
My name is David. I'm 10.
10 years old.
Sounds
All
like a robot.
All right, so we got the funny guys
dead.
here. I happened to go upstairs to help out Miss Margaret today, and she was about to show you guys a video. So I was going to bring up this topic anyhow. So I'm glad that Derek brought it up. But you had a definitely important lesson today in Miss Margaret's class that we should talk about. So I think you guys should take it away from there, because I don't want to get too technical. I want to see what you guys learned. So who wants to go first? First, what's the topic that we want to talk about? Yo, what are you breathing on the
Why
phone
not
now?
to? Yeah, I can smell you back from here. Why not to do? Why not to do like drugs and how the consequences were like say impact on your life?
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, reasons why you think programs that help you deal with drugs and like not doing it, why do you think they're here? Something like that.
Something like that?
Yeah.
I need a little more information. What about
I
you?
bet.
All right.
You could lower your volume a little bit.
So we was gonna talk about how drugs can impact your lifetime, like you in your future. So like you take a lot of drugs now, you're gonna take a lot of drugs in your future.
Or you may not have a future.
Oh yeah, for sure. You're done.
Yeah, because
So
you could
let's start there.
like get arrested.
So the topic. Let's just.
Bruh.
It's really a
man
good
says
class
bruh.
that we have that's called the Brent's Club. And it's an important class that's it's throughout a lot of boys and girls clubs, but it helps you guys understand what drug abuse and alcohol abuse is about, and how that impacts, could impact you, your school, your family, your future, and stuff like that. So it is a very straightforward, club
It'll filter.
they call it the Brent's Club, but it's a very straightforward class. It has to do with a topic that's hard for people to deal with sometimes. You may have it in your family. You may have learned about it. Maybe you don't have it in your family, which would be great. But it's topics of drugs and alcohol. So what do you guys know about the drugs and alcohol topic?
Can I go first?
Yeah, whoever wants to talk.
I bet. So a lot of things, for example, like cocaine, for example. Yeah. That if you inhale that, or like you just take it in general or inject yourself with that, it could slow down your heart rate, kill you. It could make you see sometimes illusions that can make you like.
Yeah, a lot
You
of
could feel
those,
nauseous.
a
And
lot of those drugs. What they do is they change your perspective on things. They obviously they
mess
make
up
your make your heart beat faster, so you can get
Out of rhythm.
adrenaline and stuff like that. But they also make you they force your body parts, so your heart, your lungs, and all that stuff to work like overtime. So that's why sometimes people get heart attacks. Sometimes people get, they get really sick. They could pass out. They could get tremors. They could get seizures and stuff like that. So the foreign object, which is the drug that's coming into your body, is what really could affect your mindset. What did you learn about the whole drug situation or the drug abuse? Let's say.
The drug abuse is
he said boof.
Drug abuse.
the drug
I'm dead.
abuse in my community is like really high. The usage of drugs is very high because there's a lot of liquor stores around this neighborhood, and like any neighborhood you go to in like Bronx, there will be a lot of liquor stores, and there will be like stores that like sell drugs, and sometimes the stores don't even care. They like sell like drugs to
Like
little,
underage
kids.
kids.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
under the age
nah,
of 13,
I think you're
15.
getting a couple of things wrong.
they don't care.
There's not really stores that you're gonna go buy drugs in.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
drug
there's
dealers.
pharmacies and stuff like that. There's people in the streets or in certain places. They call themselves drug dealers, and that's how you get the drugs in the streets. Now, pharmacists, some people call
They give you medicine.
I know, but some people call pharmacists drug dealers too because
They
what they do.
They give you drugs, but like good drugs.
Yeah, but if your doctor says, here's some painkillers that you have to take because you just broke a leg, and then you popping them like those Skittles that you were eating upstairs,
Damn.
and you keep popping them and popping them and popping them, you're gonna get addicted to the painkillers, even though your doctor gave them to you. So you have to be aware of that stuff. So the pharmacist is not actually a drug dealer, but he is giving you what the doctor prescribed. You know what you guys should do one day as a special project, like if you're walking around the street, just count these two things. Count how many cashiers, like cash places where you cash your checks and all that stuff at, and count how many liquor stores are around. Just like if you take a walk with your mom, like somewhere, or if you're on the bus, you look and you be like, oh, this is a liquor store. Oh, this is a cashier. Oh, this is a liquor store. Oh, this is a cashier. The reason why I include cashiers is because we were talking about drugs, and they do have a lot of liquor stores in low income places, but cashiers are also a form of a way for them to oppress us, because instead of having more banks for us to know and learn how to handle our money and stuff like that, they have cashiers, which is kind of like a quick fix. You go in there, you get your check, you cash it, you got $700. Okay, now I'm going to go to my drug dealer. Or now I'm going to go over there. Instead of having to put it in the bank and maybe save a little, maybe pay a bill, maybe have a checking account, stuff like that. So for some reason, cashiers to me in low-income places are very visible. If you go to 86th Street and Manhattan and you walk 20 blocks, you're not going to find a cashier. If you go to 125th Street and 2nd Avenue, and you walk all the way to, let's say, Lenox, you're probably gonna find 16 liquor stores and 12 cashiers
and 20 crackheads.
20
crackheads is different.
All right. So I always see that maybe when you go to hoods, right? They're called hoods. When you go there,
For those that don't know, in other countries they're called neighborhoods, but in Bronx we call them hoods.
Yeah. So in let's say my hood, they would have drugs and they would sell them on the corner. It would just be a regular person just selling drugs on the corner. It wouldn't be like a store. They wouldn't try to hide it. Well, they'll try to hide it, but they would just sell it to anybody.
Okay, I'm gonna give you please be truthful about this. It's not a question I would really ask you guys if it wasn't in this forum. But have you guys ever been asked to use any type of drug? Mm-hmm. Like if anyone say, "Oh, I'm selling this," and not knowing that you guys were young, but heard them saying, "I'm selling this particular product" when you're walking out the house or anything like that. No, yeah, you're blessed. That's good for y'all. So, but in other neighborhoods, it's not like that. You could walk out the door and people are selling it right in front of and kids are playing hopscotch right there and stuff like that.
Shootouts break out.
Yeah, so it's wow. Do we remember the name of the club? What's the name of the person that
Brent, I think it was.
The name of it is called Brent's Club. But do you remember the name of the dad that's helping the Boys and Girls Club? What's his name?
Variants?
No. His name is Shapiro.
Oh yeah, Shapiro. That's the Shapiro Club.
He's not Dr. Shapiro. He was a lawyer. I guess he was real famous for the OJ trial, way before you guys. But
Michael Jackson, the one with Michael Jackson.
No. OJ Simpson. So because of his tragic loss, he decided, like he said, to give back to the community and stuff like that. So you know what he's done for us before? Like, he had a Brent's Club, and one of the things that they have to do is they have to take a drug test. So when you're in this club, the Brent's Club, you have to take a drug test. That's part of the whole thing. So, your parents have to sign forms and all that stuff, and then at some time, you guys have to take a drug test. It's probably like, just a basic drug test for marijuana and probably some opioids or something like that. And that's just because you guys should get used to it. They want to show you that they're real serious about it. But in return, whenever they have an event, and he's like, "Yo, you know what? I got 20 tickets to the Giants game, and we're gonna go on the floor in the stadium. I'm gonna take these guys to eat. Let me get everybody that's in the Brent's Club and let me take them." And that's what he's done in the past. He just calls us up and be like, "I got 20 tickets. I need the kids from the Brent's Club. We're doing a trip on Saturday. I'm taking them to the 50-yard line. They're gonna eat. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna meet the players, all that stuff." So he gives back in that sense. So, and then also he gets scholarships for college. So, because you're in the Brent's Club and maybe you carry it a little further, maybe you're one of the spokespersons or you're really into it. He has also paid for people's college. So that's kind of cool the way he takes care of the people that are trying to be in this club and learn more about the drug abuse and stuff like that. Did I down this whole podcast? Does it seem kind of down, or is it too serious for you guys?
Nah, it's all good.
Nah, it was just
good.
Okay. So do you feel like you learned something from this class?
yeah.
Okay, and give me something that you learned.
I learned about Brent's Club and how like when you turn 18 or like you stay sober for a lot of time, he'll pay for your scholarship and he'll give back to the community if you stay sober and stuff like that.
Okay, that's
I feel like he has in his mind, like he has this like this mentality. You give to the community,
And I'll
you
give
get
back.
and he'll give back.
Like they're saying, you
that's
give
the way it
to-
should be.
Like the saying like that people say, once you give something forward come back to you.
It's
Wow,
karma.
That was deep. Man.
Good karma. Good
That
karma.
What about you? What you learn?
I learned that. Oh wait, sorry. I learned that there's like next to liquor stores, there's cashiers.
You didn't learn that. You know that because you could cross the street here. And there's a cashier in the corner.
Right
and
there,
you cross
and then
the
there's
street,
a liquor store right there.
You ain't learned
Like,
that.
bro, you could legitimately
On
walk-
University, there's literally a
You
liquor
could have
store.
learned that without going to
and
this
the
class.
next block is a cashier right there.
Right? He could have learned that for
Like,
not
bro,
going to the store.
legitimately, all you gotta do is walk down for like 25 minutes, and I bet you could find like 2 liquor stores on the side of each other. I'm dead serious. Like you could basically almost walk anywhere and you'll find a liquor store.
Yeah, for sure.
But I learned that because like I didn't know they had.
You never crossed the street in this neighborhood?
No, I did, but I didn't know they were connected.
Yeah, they're not
It's your
technically
mind.
connected, but I'm just saying
It's like
that you see more of those in this neighborhood and low poverty, in hoods, like you said, and where there's a lot of projects. So you're gonna see all those types of establishments. All right, y'all got anything else to say?
don't do drugs, kids.
That's it. Don't do drugs. That's it. That's
If you
the
do
most-
drugs are gonna drug you.
Bro,
That don't even make sense.
nah, we're signing out. We're signing out.
Yeah, that wasn't a good. That wasn't a good sense.
Oh my god.
Boom!
Alabama, kid open up.
You guys are horrible.